We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen and Jason Myers has us set to get started. And off we go from Tampa. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
It's second down.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. That'll be caught in Josh Jacobs. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Brings up third and a yard.
Ready.
Love to throw. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Ready.
That's taken in. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14, and the decision to go for it pays off.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around, making the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, and I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
That's another Packers first down.
Ready?
First and 10.
On play action, Love. This one is caught by Reed. And he winds up getting about 4 before he is shown the sideline.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Here we go. Here we go. Set. Go.
On the bootleg. Got him again the second time. What a sack on his opening drive. DeMarcus Lawrence gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Yellow. Down. Edo trail. Yellow. Black 40.
In motion goes Dobbs.
Hut.
From the gun, it's Love. That's Dobbs over the left side. And the Packers are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal. This opening drive has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short. Jacobs, and he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the goal line and in. Romeo Doubs. Touchdown, Green Bay. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Corey Horton now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Milroe. That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On first and 10, it's Milroe. Up throw left side there, not going to find the target. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
The first carry for the Spartans. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage.
That final fucking play now, and they just suck.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
On third down, Milroe taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And he will score. Jackson Smith Njigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Tampa after this.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. That's fielded just shy of the goal line. They get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Let's go, Black Oldfield.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. On first and 10, here's Love. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Throwing is Love. High throw over the middle, that's taken in. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hut. Red, cycle. Hut.
Now Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. He's got it. Go all the way. Christian Watson, touchdown Packers. Now it's McManus for the point after. The kick is good. And the Packers move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Get it?
Now Milroe on first down. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw the pass. Is incomplete. Second and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Go.
Out of the gun. It's Milroe.
Oh, my God.
Over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth where the receivers say, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
And that is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide, we're just going to air it out first, second, third down. All three incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you find yourself right back on the sideline.
And he's going to have a Seahawks first down. Going to have with it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Throwing again, it's Milroe. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready, set.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
That's good for the Packers.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Lowe. And he'll take it on in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Green Bay. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. McManus on for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Throwing now, Milroe on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Milroe. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
33, opposite, green.
Now, faking the give, in trouble, and down he goes. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
He's in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Packers. His second touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
To kick off for Green Bay.
Shaheed now to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Seahawks take over first and 10.
Ready? Drop 60, drop 60. Ready?
They'll throw on first down with Milroe. Outright, Smith and Jigba has it. And a mark him down just shy of the 40. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there. Defensively all over him. And it'll be second down.
And the defender does such a good job, like not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
On second down, Milroe. Rush to his left. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. The break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Cup 19, Cup 19. 79, Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
To the air, it's Milroe. Out to his right. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba.
Oh, man. Fuck this game. God damn, man.
Packers are going to have it just past their 25.
I think he chalked this one up to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
On the set. Ready, ready. Yellow, 43. Ultra. Ready.
So play action with Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And he's out of bounds, but all the way down at the 30-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. A pickup of 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Yellow, strike. Yellow.
In motion, Reed.
Hey,
Motion the
Reed.
slot man left.
Black ultra. Black shot. Claws red. Green jack. Needle blue. Hut.
Love to throw it on first down. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. And the Seahawks are going to get the football at their own 23.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flat. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19.
Here's Milroe to throw. Again, working deep downfield. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we are at halftime. Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
That would have been nice one. The score right there.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
On the jump. Warriors 70. 70, trap 60, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 60, Buffalo 18. 19, ready.
Now Milroe. The coverage right there. And it's knocked away. Incomplete.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills. And you saw him on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
On the move left. Off he goes. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker. And it'll bring up third down.
And it's third down.
Come on, 60 Bobcats, 60 Buffalo 80. 79 Broncos. 18 Rodgers, Mustang 19. Go.
Milroe moving to his right, taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Here we go. Fourth down. It's Milroe. That's hard. And he will have the Seahawks first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a catch.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready.
To throw again is Milroe. That's caught. It's Kenneth. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Cooper Kupp, touchdown, Seattle.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are able to edge a bit closer. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Okay, ready?
It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
17. Ready, ready. Ready, ready.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive.
Well,
And he's down on the other side of midfield, marked up at the 48-yard line. 12 yards on the game, and that's good for a quick 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Check pink. Set, ready. Yellow, set.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3.
Ready. Black, 95.
To throw is Love. It's Dobbs. Still going. And he will get into the end zone. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball game.
Oh, that is a duck on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 1st down, it's Milroe. Smith and Jigba left side, he's done. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Milroe. His throw on 1st down.
It's bullshit.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
On 3rd down, Milroe. Down to the 10. And he's into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Hey, go Beard. Let's go now. Red 50, green. Hey, check mega. Ultra. Go opposite. Green. Hey, go stripe. Check stripe. Hut, hut.
On play action, Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And he'll be marked out at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. And the Packers first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Hut, hut.
On first down, it's Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Ready, ready. Red 38.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion.
Ready.
Throwing on second down, Love. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Yep. Set.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
In this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being wasted down.
This a must stop for this defense. Facing third and long.
Blue 32. Set.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they'll get maybe a yard out of that. Not nearly enough. It'll be fourth down.
2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. As fourth down is looming. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. This is caught.
I know, Mike. It's easy to sit here and second-guess all these decisions, but I find myself leaning towards just take the points. And if you are that committed to going for it on fourth down because you want 6, then just leave your offense on the field.
Here we go. Practice 18. 5 years. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now Milroe on first down. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
On the go.
First down.
18 Cardinal. 16 Eagles. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers. 7 Pirates. 9
also about just shy of the first down marker. That's pick up a 9. And it's going to set up 2nd and 1.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Bronco 80. Go.
From the gun, it's Milroe. This pass taken in by Shaheed. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
60.
Milroe going to throw it again. And he will score. Game on. A.J. Barner. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg, they are hacking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks back within 7. It's 35-28.
Seahawks 28.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Come on, set. Black, 95. Hut, hut.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no hit.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Okay, right? Down.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion.
Ready?
They'll drop to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 20-yard pickup there. First down, Packers.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red. Slide through. Yellow. Line. Set. Go.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. That's one down the field, but it is incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. Talk things over before third down. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. But he goes nowhere.
I'm gonna fumble that shit.
It's going to bring up fourth down. Now Seattle will use the final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. So here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This to make it a 2-possession lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Here is first and 10. Throwing is Milroe. On the run to the right. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The go play action with Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. And that is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. It's second down.
So you're a couple inches away from, instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs. And that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL. And the reality is, he knows it, the sideline knows it, the huddle knows it. At this level, you've got to make that play.
That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Would have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down.
Ready. Yellow, 22. White. Go red.
The man in motion is Watson. Here we go. One final play. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So, it's a win for the Packers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That